not far from my mother-in-law's house. I'm supposed to go there for a talk and see what we can talk out. I'm also very sore from a blister on my leg and my foot, my right foot. My son, my oldest son, is coming to help mediate this. He's there right now. He's gonna come and pick me up because I'm close, but I'm not that close. I just can't keep walking, man. I just can't do it. So I figured I'd come on and do another last, stream, or maybe I can do this all the way. Maybe we can just stream it live, stream the talk. Or maybe that's what we'll do. We'll stream the talk live. Since y'all been here like through the whole damn ordeal, we'll just bring y'all in and you can hear the talk and hear both sides of the story and hear what, maybe y'all have good advice to give. Because honestly, when I talked to Amber about this talk we're going to have, what I heard was she's concerned about me, like, being violent or something. And I'm like, wow. Because I don't mean to ever portray myself as a violent person. I certainly yelled at her when she hit me. And, it was a reactionary yell. It was like, it just came out of me, right, And I think maybe because I yelled and I don't ever yell, that is what scared her. But I really didn't think that it was so bad that she is frightened for her life. I mean, if it is, then I'm gonna have to find a way to really believe that and then apologize. I mean, you can't just say I'm sorry for the sake of saying I'm sorry, just to say, okay, well then I'm sorry. That's just bullshit. Sorry. You gotta, like, if you gotta know what you did and then know what you did was wrong to officially really apologize for something. And I'm having, the conundrum part is I'm having a hard time seeing that me yelling at her because she punched me in the face in front of a kid, man. It's so like white trash. It's synonymous with white trash. And I'm just having a hard time, like, believing she really thinks that she was in any kind of jeopardy from me. I never said anything threatening at all. I yelled out very loud truths, like, pointed at Dempsey. Like, he's the most important thing here. You and I need to figure out him first, not us first, not things. Chairs can be replaced and children and people can't. That's all I was trying to get across. And I did yell. My foot fucking sucks every fucking bag of dicks there was. I'm up at the top of a very large hill, man. Let's see if I can show this. Almost to the road. If you can see how it never works out. Last night's was terrible because I had the shit backwards. So see if I can get y'all some. I mean, it's a hill. Can't even see. I'm starting to fall. I'm trying to show you. It's the way it works is these flashlights shine on everything that's right in front of you. Let's see if I can get. Maybe you can see better. I mean, it just goes on. But those noises, they go, okay, like one of them goes, like really fucking loud, and the other one goes like, whoo, and not an owl. I mean, it's like a woo, like they do it together. Then they are in two different spots. So you can tell me what that shit is, but that shit was very near me on the other side of this creek. I crossed the creek and came up this massive fucking hill. That shit was over there. I mean, it's probably half a mile or so back that way. But, shit. And then something splashed in the water last night. Y'all heard it? Well, I don't know if you heard it or not. I listened back with my headphones. And I didn't hear it on the stream. But I didn't have my headphones on when I was walking through that brush back there. So I heard it loud and clear. And it's there. It's very loud. That's like the creek is maybe 12, 15 feet wide. And this whatever hit it right in the middle. It splashed loud. And it was moving. I heard some shit moving. So it was for real. Whatever it was. I don't know what it was. But it was big. So I did get the hell up out of there. So, that's real. All right. So my oldest is going to come up here and meet me off this road here. Take me to the house, and we're going to talk this shit out. And I may or may not be able to live stream it. I want to live stream it, but she may not want me to live stream it. Evan said something about interviewing her. She hasn't agreed. Amber said that she thinks she would do it if Amber could, just kind of explain to her what that is. This whole thing really happened because I was trying to avoid being, in her presence when I didn't have other things to do. So if I wasn't working on, our company, I would go out and YouTube just to be away, man. And that's how it started. So yeah, the back porch is where I go, and they stay in there and they have fun and they enjoy each other's company. And I go out back for an hour. It's an hour break. I might do an hour's worth of research through the week, and like maybe 20, 30 minutes at a time. You don't get a lot of time with a 4-year-old in the house, and no, we don't have a lot of time, period. So it's been tighter and tighter. You can tell by how many videos I've been able to put out. So that's been my creative output, to be out of her. Like, I know we're creating a certain nuisance being there, but I also know the deeper realities of us being there. Like, we're going to have to be there, whether we're there physically or not. We're going to have to be there for her. She doesn't, she's not firing on all cylinders. So somebody has to dot the I's and cross the T's for her, and Amber's done that for her for the last 3 years, 4 years maybe. And that's still going to have to happen whether we're there or not. But yeah, man, it's time to come up with a game plan all together, and not look back at what has happened, but look forward to what we can do. Said it before. It's 2 or 3 times now. We are definitely in Schitt's Creek, but we definitely do have paddles. I'm trying to hang on to what it is that I have. I'm not trying to just run away and be, I'm not really actually I don't like hoboing. I don't like not being in a home. Hoboing sucks. How about that? Off the grid, not as awesome as on the grid. I'm just going to tell you the truth. That's just what it is like. If you can be on the grid without having to work your fucking ass off and having so much stress in your life and not having to fight with people you supposedly love, it would be more awesome. And yet I am more willing to be off the grid than I am to be on the grid and in a fight with the person who's The roof I share. So, yeah, man, I am in the middle of on and off the grid because of, I don't feel deserving of being there, but I feel like I have a duty to be there. I also feel like animals can sneak up on you in the woods really easily when you're talking. If animals can sneak up on animals and eat them, imagine what they can do to people. That's what I thought about earlier. Because I'm talking. I couldn't hear if a fucking bulldozer tried to sneak up on me, let alone an animal up this little hill here just creeping up on me. And now I'm hearing things that I don't know. Hang on. I don't even have my headphones in. It's just my hair. Here. I'm just gonna stick this out here. Y'all listen to this shit. Every time I stop making noises, the thing that's making noises stops making noises. It's down this hill, whatever it is. It might be like a frog or something. But yeah, I think like anything can sneak up on me because I'm talking and I'm not focused on what's around me. But even when I am focused on what's around me, cars going by, I can't hear over that. And if a animal that lives outdoors all the time can't hear a fucking leopard sneaking up on them or a panther, well then how the fuck am I gonna hear a panther, a black panther out here in these woods creeping up on me on this hill? How am I gonna hear that? It's crazy, man. So I'm here, I'm like, it's real bright. Alright, dude, thank you, stop it. Probably like 100 yards, maybe 75 yards from the road where my son's gonna pick me up here in about, let's see if the time. Okay, well, okay, so maybe 17 minutes, right around there, 11:30ish. But I'm down, like I said, down below the road where I can not, the light from my phone doesn't make anyone curious. Because the thing about me is, man, I don't want to involve the cops in this at all. So that's why I put them on right away in my first video. What a fucking hypocritical thing to say. Jesus Christ. And then wasn't my second video me out here just ragging on some cops? Yeah, never mind. Shit. Oh. How about if I just troll myself, okay? I got it. I know. I did it. I involved them. That was my fault. That was stupid. But you know, there's nothing. The thing is, I don't know where you can be when you do this shit. I don't know how to, like Hobo. The only time I went to behind a Walmart, I got into it with somebody. So there's no, I'm not gonna, you know, like just fucking blend in with the hobos. They know, they can tell I'm not a hobo, and that doesn't work right. So it's the woods by yourself, man. And I feel like sometimes I might be on somebody's property. Sometimes it's, you know, I go behind like a church and go out in the woods there. I don't know if all that's church property or somebody else's property or what. And I don't want to put myself in jeopardy by turning on my phone at all. So I turn it off and I go hide for the last few days. and something is really fucked up with my right foot. I gotta probably get this looked at, because it's gotten to the point where I just walking is just like, I feel like I'm dragging somebody else's leg with me. It's like a dead leg chained to my right leg. I can't put a lot of weight on it. All the work's being on my left side, which is causing problems in other places, my hips and shit. I got nerve damage that's just, it moves around. Right now, it's strictly in my right foot. It just will not stop. That's one thing the hill is doing, is I got my legs up above me, and it's kind of taking pressure off. It still hurts, but it's taking some of the pressure off. But no, this ain't, I can't hobo. I don't know if I can go back. I don't know if that's gonna work. I don't know how this meeting is gonna go. I feel very much like I'm not suckered, but boxed into, you have to do it, because I'm beat up and I can't do this. And I want it to work out, but I really feel like it's just, I don't know, man. I feel like I'm being set up for you just go in, apologize, and that was a bad boy, and you go to your room. And that means that, I'm not allowed to have any morals. I'm not allowed to have any, okay, there's a red line. You don't cross that line. I'm not allowed to have any of that. I just don't think that is any way to be. I don't know, man. Particularly when it comes to my own child. I can't get out of my own way, I guess, man. Evan said I can talk myself out of a place to live. But I mean, isn't that what all these people, aren't we following a bunch of people who've talked their way out of society? You just weren't there for the beginning, for the fallout, for what started it. We got to see the end result. And I could very well be taking you through the beginning result. But I'm not going to stop doing what I do. Looks like I'm not going to be able to roll a scrapping dude tonight. I tried to contact him, let him know he can call this phone right now while I'm waiting on my son. And I got some material, and we can do our podcast this way on my stream with his telephone. But he's busy right now, so I had to do it right now because he's going to be here soon. And then I'm going to concentrate on that. I may stream the meeting, but I don't know if I'm going to get her to agree to do that or any else. They really want to keep all that shit private. And I think anybody should, but that doesn't fit with my experiment. So, I'm a mad scientist, man. I'm an angry, pissed off scientist. I've now turned my right foot into a sleep. By the way I was sitting, it's a sleep. I can't stand on it if I needed to. So whatever animal's sneaking up on me, now's a good time, because I can't even go nowhere. I'd have to be airlifted out of this position. I'm stuck the way I'm sitting. Desperate to get blood back into his right leg, our hero rolls to his left. Ouch. Man. Oh, God. Who watched the fight last night? Who watched the fight? Scrapping Dude told me that John Jones knocked him out in the second round. And then I was watching some of the press conference today, and I saw it was third round. So it must have been at least a little bit better than it seemed. Oh, I can't read anything. I turned down the brightness on this phone so that it wouldn't be seen from the road so well. Damn it. Okay, let's see. Okay, it won't work. It won't work. Let's see. Try and do anything else. That's a little better. Wow, it's blinding. Alright. Let's see. That's better. Drink more beer, buddy. Do, 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 do. Well, that was interesting. You're the dumbest YouTubers yet. I am good, thanks for asking. I'm good, Vonda. Like I said, city boy, LOL. I mean, damn, they teach you how to sit on a hill in the country, Tommy. Do I camp with dolls? I put my mouth on the curb. Good Lord. You guys are awesome, man. It's such a beautiful place. This arena is so awesome. Why don't you radio, Eddie? Radio! Excuse me while I radio. 96.5, The Edge. Planet Jay-Z, fuckheads. I'm radioing. Anything I say is radio. Car drives by radio. Car driving by radio. 97-point car, The Drive. Radio's drive-by car shootings. Probably can't say that. I probably can't say that. And that was also, yeah, just a joke. A little joke. Well, because it's been like 10 years since I was on the radio, man. And they just don't like go out going, hey, man, is anybody out here in the whole world that's not been on the radio for 10 years who wants to just needs a job? Now, the only kind of jobs I can get right now, like on the radio, would be weekend, work or fill-in work or whatever. You just got to do the 12 in a row Joe bullshit, and I've done that, and I'm too good for it. And so I'm not doing that shit again. I don't really like it. It's why I, the way I went out, man, my last day, I flipped the format of the radio station I was in and just played what I wanted to play. Had my family in there and everything else. It was great. Had fun. And it was actually not the last day I was on the air. I got on one more time before my program director heard about it. And then they fired me. So, and that was in 2008, man. And I'm proud to say that happened. And I wish there was documented evidence of it, but I cannot. I have a tape that only has like one break on it. Means one time we cracked the mic. And the rest of it should have been on skim, but a intern there who said they were going to get me the copy of the skim when I got fired didn't get it to me, and also was the person who told on me that got me fired. So kudos to that intern. But I had my dad on the phone, and I just met my dad that year, 2008. I was 34 years old. I was told he had died in 2000. And then I found out he was sober and shit and alive, and he was, at that time, 8 years sober. But his non-sober life was crazy, chaotic, to the point that the people who I tried to contact to find out about him thought he had died. That's how I thought my dad was dead. And what he really did was just go away and got clean. And it took a long time for him to come back around to even get anybody in his life. He needed to be away from everybody. So in 2008, I found out he was still alive. We connected, and then I brought him on the radio with me one day on July 4th, 2008, on 104.7 in Charlotte. And I also had my mom in studio, and they talked for the first time since I was 2 or 3 years old. They literally, the first time they ever talked since then. And my brothers and sisters, 4 of them, 5 of us all. And my best friend, Tony Thornton. And we all hung out in the studio together. I just changed the format that day. I was supposed to be playing like Bryan Adams into Hootie and the Blowfish, into ABBA, into Lionel Richie, right? And I opened up with Jimi Hendrix live from Woodstock, the longest version ever, with the feedback and everything else. And played some other like patriotic songs, but I didn't really play many songs. We talked a lot. My brother Michael's gay, and I had him doing entertainment news. It was the worst radio show I've ever done, but it was the funniest and most fun I've ever done, too. And now my mom's gone. I really don't talk to my brothers and sisters much. And my dad's just been, diagnosed with some bad shit, so I don't even want to get into all of it right now, but that's 10 straight years of living, 10 years of living. You were on the radio, you had this idea about where you might go with things, and it didn't go the way you planned it, so. Anyway, Danny Sinister, I've tried to hit you up, man. My sister is down there painting a mural on Mr. K's Seafood and Steaks building in Jacksonville. I think it'd be cool if you go show up and give her some love, put her on a live stream. And she's so talented, man. Her name's Gina Franco. And that's my little sister. And she's the most talented person in our family.